Calling Dustin and Steve. Calling Dustin and Steve. Dustin, do you copy? Welcome back to Radio for Us. I am Tom, 2 Echo 0 Kilo Oscar Fox, and I don't know about you, but I've recently seen the last episode of the last season of Stranger Things, and now whether you liked it or you didn't, or you think there's more to come, wink wink, conformity gates, what we can agree on is that Stranger Things has got a fantastic use of CB radio throughout the show. In the early seasons, they're on the realistic TRC-1012. In the later seasons, they're on the 214. And now I've got myself a realistic TRC-1005. And while it's not necessarily show correct, I thought we could take a drive around with this fairly era correct radio and see if we can pick up anyone using AM CB radio in 2026. Let's go for a drive. Pause the video. I've made a boo-boo here. When researching the radios they use in Stranger Things, the 212 and the 214, obviously they are AM CB radios. And I failed to realise that through the 80s, obviously, American CB was AM, British CB was still FM. So there's multiple times through this video that I'm talking about AM radio when I in fact mean FM radio. Everything that I'm doing in this video is FM radio. When I talk about AM, ignore me, completely ignore me, it's all FM. So we're in our first lay-by now. It's atrocious weather outside, but it's nice and toasty here inside the pickup truck. We're in a lay-by, sort of just outside Handheld. There's a few of the cars parked down there. And first things first, this radio is from an era before things were rechargeable. So I need to fill her up with AA batteries, and a hell of a lot of them. This bad boy takes 10 AA batteries. There are batteries in it currently, that's a flat. And honestly, this thing is heavy. This feels like a brick. I need to take those out, put new ones in, and hopefully she turns on. I haven't tested this radio in a good couple of years. So that's the old batteries out, and that's how many batteries this radio takes. They sort of slot up inside. I don't think I've ever seen any device that takes 10 AA batteries. That's crazy. That's new batteries in. Please excuse the fact there's a complete mix mash of batteries. But does she turn on? I think it's the volume button to turn it on. Oh no! Oh no! You may have spotted the issue before I did. It was battery polarity, I'm hoping. So now, is she going to turn on? Still no! Ah! Alright, I'm going to try 10 different batteries and see if maybe one of these is just kaput. Okay, 10 different batteries, and this time I've gone for all matching. I don't think that'll make a big difference, but please work. Yeah, there she is. I'm realizing on camera how crusty this radio looks. It actually doesn't look so bad in real life, but on camera she looks pretty grim, if I'm honest. But hey, she's probably the best part of 40 years old, so we'll let her off. Right, the antenna's up and out the window. We've got AA batteries absolutely everywhere. But I'm just going to sit here and manually flick through each frequency. Sit for a second or two to see if I hear anything and then move on. Because this radio has got no automatic searching feature of any kind. So I'm going to sit here and one by one do it manually. Right, that's not promising. I've just flicked through 40 channels and absolutely nothing. I've got a separate CB down here, which does have a searching function. So I'll leave that flicking through as well. I'm going to leave this sat on channel 19. If you know anything about CB radio, you'll know the significance of channel 19. There we are, 19. That's kind of like the calling channel or emergency channel for truckers. So generally, if anything is going to happen, it will be on channel 19. And I'm going to sit here with my flask of tea for 20 odd minutes and see if we get anything. Hopefully we do. So I may not have gained any contacts yet, and I have been here for about 15 minutes now. But I have gained a phenomenal looking, massive egg bap from that food van out front. So, you know, it's not a wasted trip. That's but is an egg bat better than a radio contact? I'll leave that up to you. So the controls of this radio are really quite simple. Obviously external mic if you had one or wanted one, channel selector, squelch, volume, and I think that's a bung for earphones. I didn't adjust the squelch, I just noticed the squelch was incredibly high, so I've turned that down now. We are just above the static point, and I'm now going to just flick back through the channels and see if that makes any difference. Something I noticed was breaking squelch on channel 2. I feel like I can make out a tiny voice there, but I think I'm overthinking it. Right, it's been like half an hour. Other than that little breaking of the squelch on channel 2 and me making up voices that I don't actually think are there, I'm getting nothing here. So we're gonna take a drive. There's another lay-by similar to this, about 3 miles down the road. We'll pitch up there. It's a little bit nearer to the M1, a little bit further from the A1M. We'll see. Being nearer to a more major motorway might be a benefit. I've noticed, and I didn't realise this previously, but this is AM and this CB is FM. So interestingly, between the two radios, we've got 2 modes going here. Neither do sideband. That's a bit of a shame, but we can work with AM and FM. There should be something coming through at some point. Let's go for a drive. So we are in said 3 mile away lay-by. We're down the road. There is not a... Whoa! I'm not making that up. You all heard that. Wait, what the hell was that? Sorry about that, my heart rate is absolutely up. I don't know what that was. It was definitely a voice, and I just happened to be sat on channel 7. I don't know if that's going to come back, but how very exciting. So, what is CB radio? CB radio is citizens band or civilians band. It is a group of allotted frequencies that are free to use by anyone with or without a license. It's open for anyone. If you don't have a license, you can use CB. It is similar to PMR 446 in that capacity, although PMR 446 is UHF. CB is the 11 meter band, so it's got propagation characteristics more like 10 meters, although way lower power. Most CB radios run up to about 5 watts, unless you're running a hell of a power amplifier. I've got successful CB contacts on 4 watts in Inverness, Scotland. I've had successful CB contacts on 4 watts 2 miles down the road. It's a really interesting frequency range. You never really know what you're going to get, and it's fun in that sense. It's obviously designed for near close range contacts, but you're not necessarily limited in that sense. Nothing coming through. Channel 2 is breaking squelch again, but other than that, there's nothing interesting happening. I'm going to try call on channel 7. I don't know if TX works with this radio. I've never actually tested it on this one. TX works on the FM. I don't know about the handheld, but we can try. I'm going to call on channel 7 and hope that whoever was talking a few minutes ago is still on there and picks me up. Let's do that. Let's do that now. Channel 7, channel 7. Channel 7, channel 7, channel 7. See the screen lights up when you transmit. Channel 7, channel 7, channel 7. Channel 7. Anybody picking me up? Anyone picking me up on 7? 7, 7, 7, 7. Channel 7. There's a voice there. Someone's trying to come back to me. Okay, let's get out of the car. Let's get out of the car. I didn't really plan to be filming like this, so I've got nowhere to really put my phone. That'll do. I don't know if you're going to hear this. There's loads of noise, but let's see what we can do. Channel 7, channel 7. I've got you very crackly, very weak signal. Channel 7, I can't make you out. You're a very weak signal. That signal is not legible, but someone's on the AM CB. I'd love to know what my TX audio sounds like on this. At some point I'll find a way of testing that. Radio check on 7, radio check on channel 7 please. Yes they are. So sorry, I cannot make you out at all. It's a very crackly signal for me. Very possibly my receive. I'm on a 1980s handheld. So there you have it. Are people using AM CB in 2026? Yeah, it looks like they are. Was I using the right equipment to pick them up? No, let's be real. This is an over 30, probably nearly 40-year-old radio. I've really hindered myself in that capacity, but it was all part of the experiment. It's nice to see this radio works, and it looks like the TX function does work because that crackly signal was coming back to me whenever I transmitted. So there'll be more videos with this bad boy in the future, and hopefully some videos where I can get some contact on the FM CB down there. So if you like this video, please do like this video, subscribe to see more, share this with your friend. I really want this channel to grow. I really want more people to get into this amazing hobby of ours, and I can only do that with you guys sharing this around, so please do. Thank you very much for anyone who already has. Leave comments, suggestions, video ideas, and I love reading them. And I will see you next time. 73s. So I finished filming the video, I've done my outro. We're done, you've watched it, it's finished. I've come shopping. Listen to this.
I wouldn't have thought it, but I mean, it's quite an expensive motor, so insurance is probably going to be quite dear, isn't it?
Clear as day, people chatting away on channel 2. This is on the FM, obviously, but wow!
Yeah, so I said to you, entering into a few of the bike ones.
Nothing for this whole video, and as I finished, they've started. Sorry, 2-button gents, can I get a real quick radio check on channel 2?
There's cars for Barry, bikes for me, and motorhomes for us. Right, yeah, they do what, a week, sometimes they do daily draws all sorts, don't they? On 4 different, shoot, they got mouthful. 4 different sites at the weekend, there was 4 different, funny enough, bobbers. A red one, a green one, a silver one, I can't remember what the other one was, but there's 4 different companies doing it.
Sorry to butt in, gents, can I get a real quick radio check?
Showed you right, his name at the top.
No. Don't know if I'm getting out, but they certainly are. Very good, very good. Well, that shows you how unpredictable CB radio is. Get on it, have some fun. I'm going for real this time, 73s.